Gunfire breaking out in a West Miami-Dade neighborhood, and tonight one man says he was forced to fire to stop a pair of thieves. According to the man, the duo was trying to steal his car's catalytic converter.
Prevent this from happening to you with the MillerCat Shield. In today's video, I'm going to tell you what is the MillerCat Shield, why you need it, how to install it, and where to purchase one. Stay tuned till the end so I can show you how you can save money on one.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you MillerCat for providing today's product. Let's get started.
Today we're going to be installing the heavy-duty MillerCat Shield on my 2018 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road 4x4. Also, if you're interested, I already have a video on the previous version of this cat shield. Check it out, I'll link it above.
So what is the MillerCat Shield? The MillerCat Shield is made of 304 stainless steel 16 gauge or 12 gauge. It's made right here in the USA, and they're made to protect your catalytic converters. I'm going to do a little comparison between the heavy duty 12 gauge 304 stainless steel cat shield and the 16 gauge stainless steel cat shield. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to go ahead and measure the thickness and weigh them out. So first we're going to go ahead and measure the thickness of the cat shields. First we're going to measure the 12 gauge stainless steel cat shield. I have a digital caliper that will measure it in millimeters. So the heavy duty cat shield is roughly 2.54 millimeters thick. Let's compare that to the 16 gauge. And this is the 16 gauge stainless steel cat shield. Now let's see how thick it is. About 1.61 millimeters thick. As you saw the results, the heavy duty cat shield is about 1 millimeters thicker than the 16 gauge stainless steel. What that's going to help you with is that the thicker material is going to be harder to cut into, so the thief is going to be deterred by the amount of time it's going to take to cut through this stainless steel metal. Next, we're going to go ahead and weigh out the cat shields and show you how much material is used in the 12 gauge cat shield and the 16 gauge cat shield. With a digital scale, I'm going to go ahead and measure the 16 gauge cat shield. Looks like it weighs roughly 13.25 pounds. And now we're going to weigh out the 12 gauge stainless steel cat shield. This one's a lot heavier. That's about 22.36 pounds. So it weighs twice as much. So twice as much stainless steel was used in making the heavy duty shield over the 16 gauge cat shield. Here are the reasons why you need a MillerCat Shield. First reason is you just spent $30,000 to $40,000 on your new truck, so you want to protect your investments. And the second reason why you need the MillerCat Shield is that the Toyota Tacoma is a popular vehicle for thieves to steal from because of its high clearance. It makes it easy to access your catalytic converters. So the primary catalytic converters are located right in there and up there, which makes it very hard to steal those ones. However, the secondary cats are positioned right here out in the open. Only takes a mere few seconds or minutes just to remove them. Fourth reason is that it costs thousands of dollars to replace these catalytic converters. Insurance may cover it, however, you still have to pay a $500 deductible. And even if your insurance covered it, you're still out your vehicle for a couple of weeks while they replace it. Last reason is peace of mind. You can go to sleep easy knowing that your catalytic converters are safe with the cat shield.
And before you say, why don't you just cut off the catalytic converters so no one can steal them? Unfortunately, myself and others that live in states like California where emissions are really strict, so you're going to need them. Also, this cat shield is compatible with the TRD Off-Road and TRD Pro skid plates.
So what I have on my truck right now is a MillerCat 16 gauge stainless steel cat shield, and it's held up very nice. It's had no noises, no rattling, and I really like it. It's given me a lot of peace of mind knowing that my catalytic converter is safe. And before we install the new heavy duty cat shield, we're going to remove the previous one that we have on the truck.
Taking off the old cat shield with the provided key from MillerCat was super easy. Took me less than 10 minutes to do. Once you unbox your new heavy duty cat shield from MillerCat, this is what's included. So you do get the wings for the sides, and you do get your cat shield. You'll get a front plate, and you'll get 3 long screws, 4 medium screws, and 9 short screws, 4 washers, a security bit, and thread locker. That's a little bit different from my previous cat shield. Before we start the installation, we want to take a look at the instructions provided. They do have photos that makes it very easy to follow along. So the first step we're going to do is remove the crossbars. And here are the tools required for this project. You'll need gloves, protective eyewear, 12mm socket, 1/4 inch driver, and a ratchet wrench. So you're going to be removing these crossbars here. There's one on the driver's side, and there's one on the passenger side. As you can see, my bolt's already loose because I removed my previous cat shield. I'm going to go ahead and use a impact gun, even though it's not recommended, but for time purposes, I'm going to use an impact gun to remove these bolts. You're going to need a 12mm socket wrench. To assemble the cat shield, you're going to use the 9 provided short screws, a security bit, thread locker, and to tell the difference between the passenger side wing and the driver side wing is the passenger side wing has 5 holes, whereas the driver side has 4. Before we assemble the cat shield, you're going to go ahead and apply thread locker on all 9 screws, just like this. So now you'll go ahead and piece together the wings to the main cat shield, just like that. And you're going to hand tighten the screws. And you're going to do the same for all 5 on this side. And once you're done with the passenger side wing, you're going to install the driver side wing. So you line that up and you install the screw. And you just want it hand tightened. And once you're done hand tightening all the screws, you're going to go ahead and use a 1/4 inch bit driver, socket wrench, and the provided key bit. And you'll want to go ahead and torque these down to 80 to 100 foot-pounds. And just like that, you're all done assembling the cat shield. And now I'm going to show you how to install your cat shield. First step is reinstalling the crossbars. So this is how it's going to look. You're going to take your medium-sized screws and your washer, and you're going to put one in the front, and you'll take another one and you'll put that one in the rear. And you're going to reuse your OEM bolts, one in the rear and one in the front, just like that. So when it goes in, it should look similar to that. The reason why you want to do this is that it makes it hard for a thief to undo these security screws. I know I told you to completely remove the crossbars earlier, but it does make it easier to install your cat shield when you have one side installed, just like this. And you only want to hand tighten this for now. Just like that. And then you're going to move on to the other side. And before we put the cat shield on, I just want to make it easier for you guys to visualize it. But these 3 long bolts will go in the front here and connect to this front plate. And the front plate, you want to make sure the rounded side here is facing the driver's side. So when it's in the truck, it's going to be like this, and these 3 bolts are going to thread right into them.
So let me go ahead and slip the cat shield under the truck. So what you'll want to do is that you'll want to attach one of the crossbars like that and have the other crossbar only attached with one screw. So that way you can swivel that bar out, and then you'll put the shield in, and then you put the bars right underneath it. Just place your cat shield like this. If you use a jack stand, it's a little bit more helpful, but you can always grab a screw and then attach, screw right in here and into the shield and right onto the truck. And you'll just want to hand tighten this one. That way it's going to hold the shield up for you, just like that. And then what you'll do is you'll finish hand tightening all the other screws. With my knee bracing the shield up, hand tighten the screw on the crossbar. Now that you have all the screws on the crossbars hand tightened, you'll want to go ahead and work on the front plate. And now you'll want to go ahead and install the front plate. So you want to make sure the rounded side is towards the driver's side, and it goes up above this here, this cross member. And with that, you can see the threaded holes through the cross member, and you'll want to thread it through just like that. So the trick is to look in the hole, and you'll see the threaded hole on the front plate, and you'll hold the front plate just like that with your right hand, and you'll thread in the screw. And once you have these hand tightened, you'll want to go in with your socket wrench, your 1/4 inch driver, and the security bit, and you'll torque these down to 80 to 100 foot-pounds. And now you'll want to go ahead and tighten the screws on the crossbars. You'll need a 1/4 inch driver, a security bit, a socket wrench for these security screws, and you'll need a 12mm socket wrench for these OEM screws. So there'll be 4 of each on total. And you'll want to torque these down 80 to 100 foot-pounds. And the last thing you need to do is slap on your MillerCat sticker.
So where can you purchase a MillerCat Shield? You can purchase one straight from their website, MillerCat.com. Then go to Shop Cat Shields. MillerCat offers cat shields for multiple makes and models, but this is the specific cat shield I installed today. Thank you for sticking till the end. Here's how you can save money. Once you add it to your checkout, you can use my discount code TCL to save 5% off. Also, their shipping is super fast and free for the lower 48 states. If you're watching this and you already purchased a cat shield from MillerCat and you want to upgrade to a newer version, this is the perfect time. MillerCat has a cat shield upgrade program where you can submit a form to save up to 20% on the new heavy-duty cat shield. I also wanted to mention that if you don't feel comfortable installing it yourself, they have hundreds of recommended professionals all across the US.
If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.